Okay, so the recent previous president of, oh gosh, of, I can't even see anything, of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte. Okay, so he was a strong man and he was controversial, but I liked him. He was kind of the strongman equivalent in the Philippines of Trump here. I mean, everybody's free to say what they want, you know. We need plenty of ideas, so, but I like this guy. I think in certain situations we need strong men, and we need to crack down. So one of the things he said when he was asked about in an interview about his name calling and using swear words and such in interviews, he said as a response, insult can be a defense. Insult can be a defense. Because he said that he was, trying to call attention to issues that he saw, and nobody would listen. They would just, keep on going. Nobody would listen. And it wasn't until he started using these exclamatory, words that people were like, what? What's that? Oh, that's different. That sounds different. He's being uncivilized. It was only then that they started to listen. Insult can be a defense. Reason I bring that up is because it's similar to the situation with Putin and Ukraine. Anybody who cares about their back in the Western world will, without nuanced thinking, will say, yeah, totally, he's a bad guy. Totally. Because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to be part of the, they don't want to be perceived as being part of the bad crowd or the wrong crowd. You want to be in, not out. And I just got done talking to my dad about the situation with Ukraine. And he tells me Putin is just out there for conquest. He's just out there trying to bring back the Soviet Union. And I'm just like, no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I think it's, you have to at least grant that it's more nuanced than that. Anybody who's pragmatic and honest with integrity knows that you're not going to bring back the Soviet Union. You're not going to bring it back. Okay? Anybody who has integrity, and I suppose that goes into, saying whether somebody has integrity or not. There is not one indication that Putin is without integrity, because to function in the world, you have to have integrity. Without integrity, everything falls apart. You can't even be taken seriously anywhere. Anybody can catch right away if somebody's lying, their vibe is off, their energy is wrong, they're an asshole. It doesn't work. It does not work. I've literally never seen it. It everything falls apart the instant you even begin to consider the possibility that living without integrity could work. So no, it's not. I don't think we should, as my dad said, he's trying to bring back the Soviet Union. I find it interesting to think about it in this way. Yes, I am approaching this carefully now. To think about it in the way that Putin's, as he calls it, operation in Ukraine, should we really call it an invasion? Should we call it conquest? Should we call it an attempt to bring back, an empire? No, I don't think so. Um, Excuse me, there's a car coming. I think I'm at the very least curious about thinking about it this way, that his um, operation in Ukraine is, it's kind of like this insult can be a defense that Duterte said. You know, it's a defense because it's preemptive. The means of getting things done in the past haven't worked. I dare say I would go all in with this idea. And if I'm committed to this idea, and I reckon that by going with this idea, I will see success. And I'm putting it out there because I feel like there are other people that feel the same way and need to hear this. I don't think we need to live, in the world, you know, of the past where everybody has to be a warmonger, conquest hungry, such and such. Like, I don't think we're that bad. Um, I don't think we need to. Dude, we're just trying to make things work.